Welcome, children. Good afternoon, you all. So we have joined for the final seminar of our seminar series aiming your third term test of grade 8. Okay. So we discussed uh, many lessons from the first book, and uh, since you have not had no idea what units that you want more to discuss, I just thought that doing a sample paper would be good for you. Okay, so I just pass you a paper, a whole paper. So in there, we are going to discuss not just only the question answers, just not like just I'm talking about the questions and answering them. We are going to discuss in them. Okay, so one by one. So first you know that you have 20 questions, and then after that you have to select questions from the second part. You will be given 7 questions, and you have to select 5 questions and answer those questions correctly. Okay, so give the chance for someone. I need to confirm that whether you can hear me well. So, okay, Litumi. I can see Litumi here. Can you hear me, dear?
Yes, teacher, I can hear you well.
Okay, good. So I hope that would be good that if you can turn your videos on, and when I let you talk, I will let you unmute, and then you can talk with me. Okay, since these have to be, I need answers from you. Then only after that I can communicate with you. Yala answers not I can discuss more and let you engage with the lesson more and more. Okay, so just give me some second. Okay. Take the questions paper, and before starting I will let you know that you can use your chat and ask any questions that you have today. Before this will be the time that we can talk about your grade 8 lessons. Okay, දැන් ඔයාලට grade 8 වල අද තමයි අපි discuss කරන අන්තිම දවස. So some might be joining me for the third time, some might be for the first time. Okay, that's okay. So since we are discussing a paper, even a newcomer, this would be a good chance for you. Okay, can you raise your hand if you have done the question paper before me? Yeah, 2, 3 of you are here. Four. Okay, however, I'm going to start the paper. Turn to your question paper and start with it. Okay, so we are starting from here. So first of all, I will introduce you. I'm Diana Veerakol, the teacher of government school, and I'm teaching grade 8 up to grade 9, surely, science in English medium in Pensala.com. Okay, so let's start from here. The first question. So I'll give you the time. Just put your answer in the chat box. Don't worry if you get wrong. Okay, and I will give you some chances to discuss. If you like, you can answer the question. Just your explanation for the answer too. Okay, so yes, Chamath has given the answer. Hinuli, good. Let's see. Litumi, what's your answer? That is the question. I will read it for you. The structure that stores food in carrot plant is. What's the answer? Cannot hear clearly. Wait a little, dear. Can others hear me properly?
Yes, teacher. Yes, ma'am.
Can others? Good. Bill is here. I can remember him. Yeah, just they are in the last seminar too, and Litumi too. Okay, Shehar I also can remember, and Ehan, good. Yes. Senumi is there. Listen, Seansa. I can remember you. Okay. Okay, so I prefer if you can turn your mics on, okay? So the structure that stores food in carrot plant. So still only Litumi, Tinuli, Chamat and Abe has given the answers. Taproot, okay. Good. Taproot, listening, good. Okay, so the carrot plant store food in their taproot. Okay, the answer is 3. So if we discuss a bit about this, you know that okay. Hope you can see the board now. So what we call that, can you see the board clearly? Just put it on your chat. Good. So, what we call for the roots that store food, we call a special name, a term. We use a special term. Chamat, can you tell me what's the name? What's the term that we use for the roots that the roots that store this food? Can you? Bhagya or Chamat?
Tuberous roots.
Good. Give me the answer. Yeah, one among you two gave
Yes.
me the answer. What is that? Tuberous root. So the answer is that the root we in a carrot, the food storage in, we can say in this roots. Okay, so we call these roots tuberous roots. But there are two types. That means these can be stored in two types of roots. One is taproot and the other type is adventitious roots. adventitious fruits. Okay. So, in taproot system, the plants that store food in taproot systems are examples are carrot and then beet, radish, and okay, beet, radish, okay, plants like that. And then the plants that store food in their adventitious roots are example manioc. Okay, we can the sweet potato. Okay, so these are the two types of roots that store food in their roots. Okay, so here our answer is number 3. Okay, so then there are some plants, they store food in stems. Okay, and according to the place that store food, okay, according to the place that they store food, we can categorize them into two parts too. Can someone tell that what are the parts that they, what kind of stems that they store these food? Different kind of stems? Fishmi, can you tell us? Don't hesitate answering since you were here the last seminar. Even your friend played his guitar in this class. Okay, so we enjoyed that. So this is a kind of class that you can interact with us very friendly. Okay, so okay, when we talk about the stems, storage of food in stems, they can be in aerial stems. Aerial stems. Like what? In aerial stems, like in sugar cane. And in underground stems, like what? Like, can you give an example? I can't. Yes, dear, this is the last seminar for grade 8. So you can watch all the other seminars through your, you can go online to our Pensala.com site and you can watch these, all the seminars that I have done through that website. Okay. Yes, you have given the answer. Turmeric, ginger, like that. They are storing food in their underground steps. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not just doing a paper. I'm just doing a clear revision of these all the lessons. Okay. Any in order to take maximum use of this, you have to engage very quickly with the answers and give the answers when I ask you to unmute and if you turn your mics on. I prefer that, okay? Good. I can see Abe. Good. Itumi. Only two of you. Even that, it's good for me. Okay. So the second question, an alloy with magnetic properties is, okay, what is an alloy? What is an alloy? Do you have any idea? Anyone can answer my question, just raise your hand. We don't want to turn your video on as a must. You can turn on your mic and just answer me. Yes, Vishmi, it's an example, okay? The answer that you have provided is an example for that. I'm just asking, what is called by an alloy? Bhagya is here. Hi. Okay. Alloy means a mixture of metals, okay? It's a mixture of metals, and here it's made up of two or more metals, okay? So it's okay, Ranita. Then this can be a mixture of two metals or that can be a mixture of metal with non-metal substances. Okay. So the answers that you have been given are iron, nickel, yes, ferrite and inva. From out of these metals, steel is made up of. Do you, anyone know what is the composition of iron? Just Tinuli knows about it. Composition of iron, the two elements. Yes, Tinuli?
I don't know, teacher.
Sorry, it's okay, okay? We are here to learn. So, I will tell you. Is there anyone who know the composition of iron? No. It's okay. Sorry, not iron, the steel, okay? So, I think that your answer is about, yes, about iron. So, iron is not a, it's totally it's totally some kind of a component that does not, it's not a mixture of elements, okay? Then about inva, that's a mixture of nickel and iron, and then the ferrite is and with the magnetic property. If you can remember about the magnets, the unit number 6 magnets, what you learn about this magnet, the ferrite? මොනවටද මේ ferrite යොදාගත්තේ?
To make permanent magnets?
Good. Just give me the answer. Just stand up. Just raise your hand. Tell me the answer. Okay, Tinuli. Good. Okay. It's used to prepare permanent magnets. Okay. So, it's made up of one or more metallic elements. It includes ferrous oxide. Ferrous oxide. Okay. Oxide. You don't want to make a ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. I'm just giving you as a help for you, just for your knowledge. Okay. It also has some strontium. The metals like strontium and more compounds like that, barium, manganese, like that. There's a mixture of compounds. So that is the answer. The alloy with the magnetic property. And since the iron is an element, we cannot take it. The nickel, sorry, yes, Inva, it's a mixture of nickel and iron, so we cannot take it, and it's not a conductor of, it does not have magnetic properties, so we have to remove that too. So the answer is number 3, ferrite. The next one. Which of the following indicates the factors essential for firing that are present in fire triangle? Can you remember the fire triangle? Anyone? Good. Ranita. Can you please tell me what are the main factors that we have in a fire triangle? We draw that just as a triangle. In order to get heat, what do we need? මොනවද අපිට ඕනේ?
Madam, can I tell?
Sorry?
Can I tell?
I can't hear you properly, dear.
Madam, may I tell?
Bhagya?
The heat, oxygen, and food.
Good. Okay. So the main requirements are, this is like the fire triangle, heat, oxygen, and fuel. Okay. So we call this combustion. So it means the factors that we need for combustion are the presence of a combustible substance, that means the fuel, and then the supporter for the combustion, that is oxygen. We need that compulsory, and then heat. It should be provided to the extent in order to start this combustion process. This depend on the fuel type. Okay, fuel type එක අනුව the amount of heat that we need to provide varies. Okay, දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් ඉටි පන්දමකට, since we cannot figure it out clearly, but the amount of heat that we need for a candle light, it differs from the amount of heat that we need to turn on our gas cooker. Okay, so that is like that. So just I gave a simple idea. So these are the 3 factors that we need for the fire triangle. Okay, so the answer is the first one. Okay, so the next one is select areas in which landslides occur abundantly. So many places are there where that these landslides can occur. So this is one from last unit that you learn about the natural disasters, and here can someone tell me about the areas? From here, what is the answer? Shehara, can you tell me?
Teacher, can I tell it?
Okay.
මාතලේ බදුල්ල කුරුණෑගල.
Good. Good girl. Okay. So, from the areas that in Sri Lanka, many areas are there, especially the areas in the hill country and which has those the hill country, and also when they are placed in unstable conditions. Okay, so they have this disaster. I think some areas are there definitely even once landslide occurs in those areas. Okay, this can be due to the natural properties. We call that about the hill country due to their geographical features. They have the possibility to undergo landslide. Okay, so what is a landslide? Can Bhagya give the an explanation about landslide? Just a simple one, not the definition that you have in the book. You just have a rough idea what is this landslide is called. Okay, landslide එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? What is happening in a landslide? What are the reasons that a landslide take place? Bhagya? Yes?
If the movement of a part of the land by heavy rain or something naturally or artificially.
Okay, so good. Okay, Bhagya. And here, there's what is happening is slipping down of a large soil amount to down. This is usually happening when a heavy rainfall occurs for a certain period of time. Okay, so the reason is this is happening in a slopey area in a highland. Okay, it should not be only the lower area. If there's kind of a highland with a slopey area, then this can happen. Okay, so for this, if heavy rain falls on such area, then you know the soil layer. You learn about this in grade 7 about soil. So you know the upper layers of these areas, they absorb this large amount of water. Okay, some get drained off and it has to absorb a lot of water. Okay, and make them into soil water. Soil water කරගන්න තමයි මේ soil එකට වෙන්නේ. So you know there are 3 layers of soil. Can anyone tell me? Can you recall your memory? Can you recall your memory? Good, Bhagya. Tell me about the layers that you can see in soil.
Teacher, I can remember only 2.
Okay. Can you? Are you raising your hand? Okay, Ayhan is there. Well, oh, good. Okay. If or someone put the hands up. Okay. Okay. So for this, the reason that the layers, the top layer, okay, and there's a middle layer, and there's a layer called bedrock at the bottom. Okay, this bedrock is the area that are forming these soil layers, and which is the which makes this soil. If you can remember, there are several processes of weathering. Okay, we call that rock weathering. So rock weathering occurs due to various reasons. So in weathering, these large particles turn into smaller particles and form the soil. Okay, so these are packed up in the upper layers of bedrock. Okay, so the bedrock is not moving, it's very strong. So all the soil layers are above the bedrock, they so these large amount of water. Okay, so that layers get together and they start to that means they become detached from this bedrock. ඔක්කොමලා එකට එකතු වෙනවා, but they can't pull up this bedrock. Okay, so the bond between these layers and the bedrock is that strong now? No, it get weakened. Okay, so what is the result of that? So since the bedrock cannot move, that get detached by the bedrock, and those areas start to slip down through the slopey area of the mountains. Okay, so this resulting, so the time that this start, that means the removal of these upper soil layers from the bedrock start at a point when these upper layers cannot hold that water amount anymore. Okay, absorb karana uparimma water pramanaya, but that amount come to a peak certain extent. After that, they cannot hold more water. Okay, in that space, that time they start to move down the area. So since it's happening within a short period of time, it causes big damage for the environment. Okay, and the specialty also is there's a high gravitational energy, gravitational potential in this area, since they are high in elevation. So these type of places, if we think about this is the ground level. The soil that they have here, they have a higher gravitational potential. Okay, you know about this gravitational potential of or the potential energy that have this in the higher elevations. Okay, potential energy. So when they start to move, the total gravitational potential energy turn into that kinetic energy. When they come down, this since the height of them are dropping, then the gravitational potential energy also getting lower. So you know the energy transformation theory. So all the energy that being reduced, that is converted into kinetic energy. So it get a large speed. So the damage is very high. Okay, did you get this? Just raise your hand. Just confirm me. Mata confirm karana that whether it's good, whether it's clear for you. Chamat, good. Others, Vishmi, Senumi, Shehara, Yehen, Seansa. These girls are very active last day. Okay, good. So then we are moving on to the next question. Okay, the constellation to which the star series belong to. Now we have come to the constellations. Okay, so from our little ages, we have done this. Tinuli, have you observe these constellations? Huh? These constellations, many animal names are here, there. Okay. Why? Just give me idea. That's the only thing that I know. Okay. Have you observed? Ranita?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Can you tell me some names of those constellations?
Leo,
Sorry.
Leo,
Okay. Good.
Gemini,
Gemini. Good. Okay. What is the answer for the fourth question? That's the second one. Okay. Sorry, Chama, if I missed that. Okay, the constellations, we are going to watch something about it too. Okay, so let's see. They are asking about the constellation to which the star Sirius belongs to. What do you know about Sirius? Make out the. What do you know about this? Canis Major, good. Wish me. What do you know about this?
brightest star in the sky.
Good. Okay. Brightest star in the sky. When we observe this, we can clearly see the Sirius star. And when we go from looking at these things and constellations, we learn that this Sirius belong to a certain constellation. Can someone else tell me about that? Wish me. Wish me
Canis
කියන්න
Major.
පුළුවන්ද? Abe, good. Answer me. To which constellation that this Sirius belong to? It's okay, Vishmi.
Leo,
I can't hear you, Abe. Just speak loudly. Yeah.
Leo,
Sorry? Leo. Is that correct? Good for your answer.
Canis
Then.
Major. Canis Major.
Yes, good. The Canis Major. Okay. Okay, Abe, this is Canis Major. Okay, not Leo. Good, you are correct. The answer is Canis Major. If you can remember, that is at the right side of the Canis Major. Okay, so there are some constellations, and you have been given the brightest star of that constellation. Okay, can you just remember those brightest stars of each constellation, like Gemini?
Pollux.
Good. Then Leo? Not Leo. Yes, Leo. Litumi?
Madam,
In
may I tell?
Leo?
Regulus.
Good. Regulus issue. Good. And then and what we are using this Alpha Major for? Abhay? මොකටද අබේ අපි මේක use කරන්නේ? Alpha Major.
Madam,
This
can I
is,
tell?
sorry?
Can I tell?
Okay.
To find the north.
Good. Okay. To find the north. This is very useful for, yes, Vishnu. This is very useful for the people, the earlier people especially, before inventing these instruments to find the north, like compass, especially for seamen and people that who go in climbing mountains or something like that. This is usually even in the earlier days, people who live in earlier days, this is very useful because they can use this in order to find out the direction that they are walking. Okay, if we can find the north, then we can identify all other directions. Okay, so this is very useful, and this has been this is very famous between the ancient men. Okay, then we are moving on to the next question. Let's see. Yeah, the fifth one we did it. The most effective vitamin essential for the healthy skin. Okay, knowing this is very important for you. What are the vitamins that are essential for the health of your skin?
Vitamin A and E.
Danita, can you tell me? Danita,
Vitamin A and E.
Danita,
Yes, madam.
can you tell me the vitamins that are most important for our skin?
Vitamin A and E.
Good. Vitamin A and vitamin E. Okay. So, vitamin A, you know that they are telling just to eat fruits and vegetables with with yellow color. Okay. Because that is important for it contains vitamin A, like carrot kanna kiyanne. But eating carrot is not easy these days. Okay, they are like gold because they are very high in price. But usually say that the rabbit is beautiful because of eating carrot. නේද ලිතුමි? එහෙම කියනවා නේද? So even other vegetables and fruits, they say to eat mango because these contains a higher amount of vitamin A. So this help our skin to keep their color and also in order to restore the skin. May skin එක you know that may skin එක වයසට යනවා. It's getting older. Okay, when we appear ගිහිල්ලා when we take our shower, we just try to remove those areas. Okay, අර ලොකු තඩි ගලක් කරන් we just try to remove that. We don't want to do that, and even for a healthy skin, that's should not be done. Okay, we have to maintain that oily patch in our skin, otherwise this skin is going to dry. Okay, dry skin can cause many problems. So අපේ කතාව ගොඩක් දුර යනවා. So for the maintaining the oily nature of our skin, the vitamin E is the nutrient that help us. Okay, they say to take vitamin E tablets for the healthier skin. Healthy skin එකකට vitamin E tablets තියෙනවා. Have you seen them? They are like some oily content in the inside, and they have a soluble outer covering. Just we can see through a transparent coloring, and we can see a oil color content inside. Okay, so we use them for our majorly for our skin. Okay, some problems with the nutrients. And apart from these vitamins, tell me something that help in order to maintain the good health of our skin. Something we need the most. Tell me, can someone tell me? Yes, I'm giving the chance to Chamat. Chamat?
What, madam?
Yes. What is the thing that we need most to maintain a healthy skin apart from these vitamins? Okay, no, Tinuli? Can you tell me?
Have nutritive diets.
Yeah, diets with good nutrients. That is good. And also something very simple. Abel, do you have any idea?
Keep your body clean.
Sorry?
Keep your body clean.
Okay, yes, keep your body clean. That's also needed.
Madam,
I'm talking about something that we take from outside.
Madam Madam,
Ranita can show us some vitamin E. Let's see first and okay, I'll show us.
Drinking plenty of water.
Who is that? Is that
Bhagya.
Bhagya? Good. Okay. So, here. Ranita has these vitamin E tablets. Can you see? She is showing us. Okay. So now they are in green colors. Earlier days they are in just oily color. So they have added this color in order to identify them correctly. Good, Ranita? And Bhagya gave the answer. Good, Ranita. Good. So, the adequate amount of water should be taken in order to maintain the good health of our skin, because sun is exposed to the skin is exposed to sunlight during the whole day. Okay, so the amount of water that get evaporated, that what dadiye danakotta. Okay, so that sweat means the evaporating water and other salts from our body through skin. Okay, so the outer layers of our skin get easily dried due to these sweating. So we have to take the sufficient amount of water through our diet and keep taking the water in regular intervals in order to maintain our skin health. Otherwise, it will get dry very soon and we will look like a very old person very quickly. Okay, and it also affect badly for our this what which system? Do you have any idea? What is that? Not the respiratory system, the other one, the one that you learn in grade 7. Which I can't remember. What is that? Through the digestive system. Okay, so you would get some diseases in digestive system if the body does not have the sufficient amount of nutrients. What is that? What kind of diseases like? To me, do you have any idea? That's not in book. It's just common knowledge, general knowledge.
Loose motion.
Not the loose motion, the other side. Constipation. Okay, because since the cells of the body does not have enough water, then what will happen? They are just conserving water and not letting that pass through our either the digestive system or our excretory system. Then it conserve this water amount. So what happens is they try to absorb water from the formed feces in our alimentary canal, the last part. It can cause some very difficulties and lead to constipation. Constipation hadennath puluwan since it's absorbed through the made that the feces that already made, that can make us other serious problems in our bloodstream too. And in talking about excretory system, what will happen? I'm talking more because of we have this excretory system also in our syllabus. What are the problems that we can face when these when we do not take the adequate amount of water? The problems that we can face. Can you please raise your hand if someone knows? In the excretory system, what kind of problems that can happen? Let's see someone. Sandun, can you answer me? Sandun Purna. Sandun.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Do you know any problem that we can face when adequate water is not taken, and the problems with the excretory system? Kidneys, related to kidneys and the lower part of your excretory system.
Madam, you mean diseases?
Some kind of complication, not actually a disease, a complication.
I don't know, madam.
Okay, that's okay. Ranit, Bhagya, you can tell me.
Kidney failure, formation of kidney stones.
Good. Okay, formation of kidney stones. That is happening because the formed urine product, okay, in kidneys, we know the for production of urine happen. Okay, so this amount of urine consists of a higher amount of water. Okay, that should be in diluted form when we pass it through our excretory system. But we have to conserve more water. If water is not available to the sufficient amount, so the body is doing that. It starts to absorb the water in the formed urine, since the cells cannot maintain their living activities without water. Okay, so the medium for all the cellular activities is water. Okay, so that need to be there to do whatever the function. So they start to absorb from that. So that urine get concentrated. ඒකේ තියෙන ජලය අඩු වෙද්දී, water අඩු වෙද්දී, the amount of urine and those other particles, not the particles, the salts and all, their amount start to, that means the concentrated, they get concentrated. The amount of water declines, so the color that it get is dark in yellow. So that leads to the formation of kidney stones. Okay, after that we have to they can get deposited in our excretory canal, and then that can cause some big problems even in kidneys. Okay, we have to operate and just remove them. If they get stuck in our excretory system, we have to, it will give us a lot of pain. Okay, Ane, so drink enough of water and don't hold your urine, just pass it through whenever quick as possible. You have to exclude that from your body. Okay, so that is a requirement that you won't have, because that can cause a lot of problem for you. Okay, so okay, yeah, we shift from skin to the excretory system too. Then the seventh one, which of the following musical instruments produce sound only by vibrating strings. Okay, so just I need everyone's answer for this.
Guitar, violin, sitar.
Guitar, violin, sitar.
In chat, please, can you? Okay, again, can you give me the answer?
Guitar, violin, sitar.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Guitar, violin, sitar.
The number, the answer.
Answer number 4.
Answer number 4. Good. Okay. Yes. Answer number 4. If we discuss about it, the guitar gives the sound, produce the sound through the through vibrating strings, and drum from membrane, flute by vibrating air column, and their flute, trumpet, both by air column, and xylophone by a membrane. Udakya, trumpet, sitar, udakya by a membrane. Then trumpet, it's by a air column. Sitar by strings. Guitar, violin, and sitar, all those produce sound by vibrating strings. Okay, the fourth answer.
Excuse me, madam.
I forgot this. In the earlier one, yes.
Excuse me, teacher.
Oh,
What constellation that Polaris belong? Ursa Major, Ursa Minor.
sorry.
What constellation the Polaris is belong to?
Yes.
Ursa Major, Ursa Minor.
In which question?
No, madam. It's not in the paper.
Okay, we'll discuss that in this one. Okay.
Okay.
Then, if we talk about the skin health, what is the effect of smoking in the health of skin? Can anyone give me the explanation? Litumi, a little idea about it? Rough idea? Anyone who can give me the answer? Can you please raise your hand?
Teacher, can you tell the question again, please?
What is the effect of smoking on the health of skin?
Damage to kidneys.
Sorry, who is this?
Damage to kidneys.
I can't hear you clearly. Just tell your name. Is it Ehen or Sandun?
Damage to kidneys.
Damage to kidney. Okay.
Kidney.
Talking about the effect on the skin. Okay. Your answer is correct about the kidneys. It damages the kidneys. Okay. But there's a reason that we call that it damages the skin health. Litumi?
Teacher,
Yeah.
the smoking is go to the blood vessels in the skin.
Okay.
Then get lost the oxygen.
Okay.
So then skin is damaged.
Yes. Good. Okay. I'll explain a little bit about that. When the smoke, when we do smoking, okay, we are not doing, only the bad people are doing, okay. So it contains that chemical nicotine and it get entered to our blood. since we are smoking that, we through our inhalation, we also know that when we inhale oxygen, that it get circulating into our bloodstream. So this we do the smoking also, the content of that smoke get into our bloodstream. Okay, due to that, the compounds that contain in the smoke that affect our circulatory system, that by narrowing our vessels, that means in the blood vessels on our skin, narrow down our skin blood vessels. You know that we can see our blood vessel just beyond our skin. අපිට මෙම skin එක යටින් බැලුවම we can see our blood vessel. Okay, so in those blood vessels, these blood vessels get thinner. So when we get ඒක thinner වුණාම, the content that it has inside that, this is a tubular like structure, this blood vessels, so that the amount that it can pass through become lower. Okay, so this lower the blood circulation. Okay, since this lower blood circulation, why we need this blood circulation? This is how our cells, apart from this, we take oxygen from our respiratory system through our nose. So then it get into the respiratory system and it get pass these gases in our lungs. Okay, then those blood vessels near to those these lungs get that oxygen and they get transported through the veins into other areas. Okay, so since the blood circulation is low, skin cells get low amount of oxygen. Okay, when a low amount of oxygen is received, then this oxygen plus blood circulation, oxygen plus we get oxygen plus nutrients. Okay, with low amount of oxygen and nutrients. Nutrients pass කරන්නේ මේකෙන් blood stream එකෙන්. So අපේ තියෙන මේ skin එකට ඒගොල්ලන්ට මේ nutrients and oxygen use කරලා they cannot get that high amount of energy. Energy හොඳට හදාගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. Okay, so it reduces the energy. Okay, so the skin cells not getting adequate amount of energy. මොකද ඒකෙන් වෙන්නේ? The skin easily get older. ඉක්මනට නාකි වෙනවා. Okay, they are getting older quickly and it gets stretched out and අපි කියන්නේ අර වේලිලා යනවා හැමරැලි වැටෙනවා කියලා. It getting those wrinkles very quickly. Okay, it get wrinkles and start to dry very quickly. That will give us a old look very quickly. ඒකයි අපිට කියන්නේ by smoking, in those people the skin get darker and also they are looking like that they are older than even we take two persons that do smoking and one does not smoke. When we compare them, we can see a clear difference between them. There's a difference in their skin and their body too. Okay, so we have to avoid that in order to get maintain our good health. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, the planets which have not yet been found subplanets are. Okay, so Sandun Purna, can you answer this question?
Which question, teacher?
Sorry, Sandun.
Question number?
Question number 8.
Mercury and Venus.
Is that Sandun?
Mercury and Venus?
Mercury and Venus. That means the answer number 1. Good.
1.
Good. Okay. So here the planets which have not yet been found subplanets are. Okay. So subplanets are the planets that keep rotating in the keep going in our going around our planets. That means the main planets. From Mercury to Neptune, we have 8 main planets. So some subplanets are there. They are just going around these planets. So this Mercury and Venus do not have any subplanets. And can someone tell me? Yes. Chitra, can you tell me the planet that have the highest number of subplanets? 3 people have raised their hand.
Jupiter.
Saturn. Senali and Vishnu has given me the answers.
Jupiter.
And Chama, can you give me the answer?
Jupiter.
Good. That is Jupiter. Okay. Email. Saturn, you have, I think, I guess that you have messed them up because Jupiter has about 67 subplanets while Saturn has 62 subplanets. Okay. Number that go very so they have the Jupiter has the highest number of subplanets and the next one is the Saturn. Okay, so we have only 1 subplanet, and what is that?
Sun. Moon.
Yes, our moon. Okay, so our moon is our subplanet and there's only one subplanet for Earth. Okay, so if we talk about size of planets, what is the largest planet? So I'm going to ask from someone. Yes, Abhilashi. What is the largest planet?
Yes, teacher. Largest planet is Jupiter.
Good. Good. Very good. Okay. So the largest one is Jupiter and the smallest one, Jeevani. Jeevani.
Madam, can I tell the answer?
Who is that?
Ranita.
Chitra, can you give me the answer?
Okay, teacher.
Smallest planet?
Mercury.
Good. Okay. The Mercury is the smallest planet. Okay. So though it is the Venus and Mercury are smaller, they have a super quality. Okay, about this, talking about this Venus. Okay, අපි හිතන්නේ දැන් Earth එකට එයාට යාවටේට rotate වෙන්න it takes a day, and in order to rotate in our axis, we take it how much of time? අපේ sun වටේ orbit වෙන්න, sun වටේ යන්න
360 and
5 days.
5
Okay, so although this Venus is a small planet, it takes more than 200 days, Earth days, to go around the sun. Air body උනාට is very slow. Okay, it takes a long time to go around the sun. Okay, so the speed that they take in here is that the for the rotation is not, we can't compare it with the size of them. Size එකත් එක්ක බලලා අපිට compare කරන්න බෑ. Okay, so okay, the next one, which of the following affects the occurrence of seasonal changes? Okay, so these are coming with the same unit. Okay, so that's why I'm discussing a bit about the facts about these things more than the question. Okay, so what is a seasonal change? Who can give me the answer? Tarushi, can you? Tarushita පුළුවන් ද කියන්න what is called the seasonal change?
Excuse me, madam.
Yes.
You didn't give the answer for the question.
Sorry, he didn't take the answer. Yes, that is number 1, Mercury and Venus. Okay, so yes, Vishmi is there, but I can't take her answer. I guess because she cannot answer me in a mic. Can you?
I can take it.
Good, Vishmi. Tell me, what is a seasonal change?
Spring, winter, summer, autumn.
Yeah, they are the 4 seasons. Okay, I'm just asking what is a seasonal change? Good, the answer
Revolution
is
of
correct.
the
Huh?
revolution of the earth.
Okay, evolution of Earth.
Yes.
Okay, your answer has one part of it. ඔයා answer එක ලිව්වොත් you will get half marks. Okay, so can Bhagya complete the answer?
Teacher, may I give answer?
Okay.
A phenomena that occurs due to the revolution of the earth.
Yes, you also will get the half of your marks.
Occurring different changes in the environment due to the rotation of Earth around the sun while rotating around its axis.
Yeah, same, something is missing. Can Neha figure it out? Okay.
Can teacher. Revolution of the earth and tightening of its axis to orbitic plane.
Can you just tell me slowly? I can't grab the answer.
Sorry. Revolution of the earth and tightening of its axis to orbital plane.
Good. Okay. Finally, we got the answer. Good. You gave the answer. I wanted to take that answer about that tilt to its orbit axis, orbital plane. Okay. Since this we live in Earth, so Earth get revolution through the sun, around the sun, and that is one part. And also, what about the orbital plane of our Earth? Is it this? No, we have a small tilt in our orbital plane. Okay, this is, what is this amount? 23.5. Okay, we have a tilt like that. Because of that, also it also affect our seasonal changes. Okay, so the revolution of Earth around Sun with the tilt to its orbital plane. Okay, that is the main reason. So this is the orbital plane is this, but we have a tilt of 23.5. So okay, so can we experience this? Where can we experience it? Where? No, we can't.
Can't.
Yeah, some rain types of rains are occurring or like that. We can see that, just that only. Okay, we cannot got those seasons where seasons ටික හරියට අපිට බලා ගන්න බෑ නේ. Why is that? We are living in the near to that equator of the Earth. What is this equator? Earth එක අපි මෙහෙම ගත්තොත්, let's consider that it's not get tilted, okay? The plane like this, like this lane, we call this equator. Equator. Okay. So since this has a tilt in the orbit plane, so since it has a tilt in the orbit plane, this is the has a place like this. So Sri Lanka is near this equator. Okay. So when this rotation occurs around Sun, this equator is always facing to the Sun. Sun වලට face කරගෙන තමයි ඉන්නේ. මේක මෙහෙම orbit සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම rotate වුණත්, this is always facing the Sun. Okay, so we are getting sunlight throughout our year. අපිට අවුරුද්ද පුරාම පුතේ we are getting sunlight. Okay, during daytime we are getting sunlight. Okay, so we cannot find such a time called winter and then it drastically change into summer. Not like that. Okay, in those areas like in northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, they are getting these seasonal changes. ඔන්න හිම වැටෙනව බලන්න නම් රට යන්නම වෙනවා. Okay, we cannot observe it like that. Okay, එහෙනම් කොහොමද නුවරඑළියට සීතල? Yeah, are you smiling?
It is Highland.
Okay, Sandu, tell me.
No, miss.
It is Highland.
Yes, in
It,
the temperature is
it
low in
located. It
highlands. Why is
located
that?
in
Huh?
highly sea level.
Yes, it is above high sea level. So it's going upward from our sea level. It's just getting closer to the atmosphere. Okay, so when the sea elevation is high, elevation from the sea level is high, the temperature decreases. Okay, so that's why the Mount Everest has a very low temperature, although it is located in Nepal. Okay, Nepal තියෙන්නේ. So that's not the very far from our where? Very far from our equator. Equator කින්න ගොඩක් ඈත නෙමෙයි Nepal තියෙන්නේ. But it has a very low temperature because it's the highest place on our Earth. Okay. spheres. Good. Then, did we get the answer? No. Which of the following affects the occurrence of seasonal changes? Revolution of Earth. Revolution of Sun. No, that's not. It's not getting revolution. Okay. Freezing, snowing poles and tilting of the sun. Tilting of the sun is good. Correct. But freezing of snow, that doesn't give the correct idea. So the fourth answer is the correct one. Revolution of Earth and tilting of its axis to orbital plane. That's the answer. Answer 4. Good, Vishmi. And the next one. There are statements about the electric current are given below. Okay. So now we are moving from the unit and go into the electric current. Okay. Okay. You are having two separate units about electricity. Okay. So there are statements about the electric current are given below. The first one, electric current flows from a higher electric potential to a lower electric potential. Is that correct? Just hands up if this is correct. That is something easy. You can raise your hand, please. Everyone who participate here, I need your collaboration here. Good. Tarushi, Neksha, Sanumi, Senomi, Abir. Where are you, Abir? Just raise your hand, Chitra, whether it's correct or not. So I'm taking all the ones that you have not raised your hand as you have given the answer is row. Okay.
A and C.
Is that correct? Only yes, few of you have given the answer as yes. Few of you are there, still you have not. Okay, I'll take them as they have given it as no. Okay. So that's something correct, which is the electric current flows from a higher electric potential to a lower electric potential. In the book that you are learn that they have given the given this idea through something that we discussed in grade 7. Okay, there's a stream in a high elevation and it's coming from up to down. Okay, so we are using this energy in order to use something else. So කියන්නේ අපිට බෑ usually පහළ තියෙන water mount එකක් without force we cannot take it into a higher position. Okay, we have to apply some energy and force. Okay, but something in a high elevation can be taken into a down place without any force. So here the energy, the potential energy difference do this process. Okay, so the water flow from the place with higher potential energy to the place which has the lower potential energy. So we take this as an example. So in a cell we know this is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. So the positive terminal means that it has the higher electric potential. Okay, so the higher electric potential is here and the lower potential energy, electric potential is here. So if we combine this one, the current flow is from this side to this side. Okay, good. Good. The one that you have given the correct answer. Oh, good. Okay. Then the unit ampere is used to measure the electric current. Okay. So even the last seminar we discussed this unit. So the ammeter is connected directly to the current in order to measure the amount of current passes to this circuit. Okay. Next one, the direction of electric current is from positive terminal to negative terminal, from this side to this side. So this is both, all these A, B and C are correct. So the answer is number 4. Okay. So the thing that we just discussed, the higher the electric potential energy between the positive terminal and the negative terminal, we call that we use a term for that in electricity. That is called the voltage. Okay, if we need to find out the electric potential energy of this cell, we have the electrical instrument that we use to measure this voltage is the voltmeter. I hope you can remember this. Lituli should, I think you can remember this. I know that you were here. Lituli, Bhagya, Abhay, all of you are here last seminar. Many of you were here, so you can remember this one. The voltmeter is used, and we have to join it parallel to the cell. Okay, parallel to the instrument or the place that we are measuring this potential energy. Okay. About another thing about the constellations, figure indicates the constellation. What is this? This has 3 names. According to the people that use different names in order to explain this. Ishmi, your answer is correct. Can Neksha tell me what are all those answers, all those names that we use to indicate this one, this constellation? Neksha? No answer. Here, these are some major flow, 7 sages. All these are used to denote this constellation. So the answer should be the 4th one. Okay. So Abhilash, yes, it's a major. Can you see the screen?
Yes, madam.
Good. Do you have any questions regarding that answer? Since nobody is giving me the correct answer, I have that question. Okay, so the answer is number 4. So I will start with showing you some, try to show you a video of this and continue discussing the paper. So I will do this like this until the first, these questions and for the 8th one, 20th one, and then keep answering these questions, not thoroughly like we discuss in our first 20 questions because I just want to cover up a little bit more about these all the lessons by discussing these things a bit more in elaborating the subject matter in the first 20 questions. Since ඒ වගේ questions වලදී usually the answers that you have to select selection questions වලදී usually they completely cover the lessons in the book. Okay, ඔක්කොම lessons cover කරනවා usually. ඒ නිසා that's why I am just elaborating the questions and refreshing your knowledge. Okay, so this will be good for you. So just try to take the maximum use. So now I am giving you an interval for about for 20 minutes. So now it's 1:58. So it's already 2. So I hope that you will be back on 2:20. Okay, so don't leave the class. So join with me. We are going to complete this paper today. So just if you have not done, just try to complete it and keep it, and let's see discuss after the break. Okay, can you hear me, children? Can someone confirm me? Chat එකේ පොඩ්ඩක් දාන්න ඉතින්. ආයසස්. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good, people. Thank you. Yes, understand with me. Okay. I hope that you have some questions about this unit of about constellation and the last 3 units. So let's just look at them and just refresh our memory. Okay. So about the Alpha Major, Alpha Minor, all those Leo and all. Just let's look at this video and get some idea again. Okay.
Constellations. A majority of the stars in the sky appear to be grouped together, forming interesting patterns. These patterns resemble a variety of objects on Earth.
Can you hear that well?
Yes, madam.
Good. Yeah, I'll let it play again.
Majority of the stars in the sky appear to be grouped together, forming interesting patterns. These patterns resemble a variety of objects on Earth, such as animals and human beings. The groups of stars in the sky forming recognizable patterns and shapes are called constellations. There are 88 known constellations in the universe. The prominent constellations are Ursa Major or Great Bear,
Okay.
Ursa Minor,
That is used, though both of them are used in order to call this constellation as Major and Great Bear. Okay. So this is also
or Little Bear, Taurus or Bull, Orion or Hunter, Scorpio. Ursa Major. When you look towards the northern sky in July and August, you will find a group of 7 stars that resembles a plough or a kite with a tail. This constellation is also called Great Bear, and its Indian name is Saptarishi. The constellation is called Great Bear as it resembles a bear. The 4 stars making a quadrangle form the body and the 3 stars form the tail. The 2 stars marked 1 and 2 are known as pointer stars, as they point in the direction of the pole star. Ursa Minor. The Ursa Minor is a group of comparatively less bright stars resembling Ursa Major. It is smaller in size. Its Indian name is Laghu Saptarishi or Dhruvamatsya. The English name of Ursa Minor is Little Bear. The pole star is located in this constellation. Taurus or Bull. The Taurus constellation has the shape of a bull. It is visible during the winter season. The Indian name for this constellation is Vrishabha. Orion or Hunter. The stars are arranged in the Orion constellation in such a way that they resemble a hunter. The arrangement of the prominent stars in this constellation is shown here. The Indian name of this constellation is Mriga. Orion is visible during the winter season. Scorpio. The Scorpio constellation has a group of stars which resembles the shape of a scorpion. The Indian name for this constellation is Vrishchika. You can see this constellation during the summer season. Night sky. Look out for this feature in your daily newspaper and locate the constellations in the night sky.
Okay, hope you learned something from that. And
The constellation Gemini flies high over the southern horizon in late winter and early spring near the famous winter constellation Orion. Gemini's two very bright stars and simple outline make it easy to recognize
see
once
many
you
of
know what to look
people,
for. In this short video,
constellation
we'll
here.
quickly learn how to spot this constellation and check out a few objects that you can see yourself in a small telescope. This is Touring the Night Sky with Zachary Singer. Gemini's shape echoes the myth of the Greek twins Castor and Pollux, each twin represented by a long line of stars running roughly parallel to each other, as we see here. Note the bright stars at the head of each twin. By no coincidence, they're named Castor and Pollux. In this interpretation of the constellation's outline, the twins' stick-figure bodies end with a bit of a twist at the bottom. I always find thinking of these as the twins' feet helps me remember Gemini's overall shape. Easy peasy. As a double check that we're looking in the right place, a jump from Castor to the other twin's foot and continuing for about the same distance and direction would bring us to Orion's belt, a truly unmistakable landmark. If you're not familiar with Orion, by the way, you're missing out on a lot, so check out our video on that constellation too. If you are familiar with Orion, then you can use that constellation to find Gemini. Jumping from the belt to Betelgeuse points right at Gemini's feet, and Castor and Pollux will be immediately obvious a short distance beyond them. You'll see Gemini very high overhead towards the south around 9 p.m. in mid-February and just a little bit westward in mid-March. The constellation remains visible well into May, though it will have shifted noticeably westward. By the time it does, though, you'll be so familiar with Castor and Pollux that their new position
an important one in your syllabus. Okay, and let's move on to our next thing. Okay. Yes. Question number 12. Okay. Question number 12. So here we have body shows radial symmetry. There are two forms as polyps and medusa, cripple small creatures with special tentacles having nidocytes. The invertebrate group which shows the above features is. So your answer. I need the answer.
Nidaria.
Yes. Who's that? Okay, that is Nidaria. So we know that we can categorize animals into two groups according to the presence or absence of the vertebral column for the vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay, so we learned that in grade 7, and here we are grouping these invertebrates and vertebrates into other groups. Okay, so invertebrate groups was Nidarians. They have these qualities, which is their body has a radial symmetry. That means the body can be divided into equal parts through its radius. Okay, and it has polyp form and a medusa form. Medusa form can locomote through the water. They are in the marine water or some are in the fresh water. So these medusa form can float freely, and this polyp form is not locomoting. They are just attached to a subject and just living in there. Okay, and they have these special tentacles in order to capture the food particles around it, and they have this venom substance in these nidocytes, and they just spray that into their prey, the small creatures around them, and just make them weak, and then they using these tentacles, they take that as a food and put it into their body. Okay, so that's about the Nidarian. So the answer is number 2. Okay, then the 13th question. An activity that can be carried out to investigate the effects of microorganisms on food. Here you can see the questions can be tricky. Okay, so you have to read them correctly and find the answer. An activity that can be carried out to investigate the effects of microorganisms in food. First one, spraying some water on a slice of bread and keeping it into 3 days. We do this practical on at the beginning of your unit in order to identify the microorganisms. So you මොකද දැන් මේකෙත් වෙන්නේ? Can Ekshak tell me when we spray water into a bread and keep it for about 3 to 4 days? What color changes that we can see? Neksha? Oh, Neksha. Color in the gihind. Chitral?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, tell me that what we can observe after leaving it for several days after spraying water to a piece of bread. What can we observe?
We can observe the ink
For no. Uh, I can't remember it.
That's okay. Okay. So we can observe a black color spots in there. Okay, like a powder. There are some black color organisms that the observation is just a black color patches are there. Okay, if we take like not like big part, just we can just try out taking them to a cello tape. Just apply some a little bit of pressure and take it out, and just we can put that into a in a slide and just observe it through the microscope. Then we can find that some a variety of fungus is there. So, okay. So, we do this activity in order to observe microorganisms on food. Okay. So, they have been black color structures. Okay. So, it provide nutrients and for those microorganisms to grow, and you can read them. Keeping several slices of potatoes in a solution, and keeping several pieces of fish in deep freezer, boiling some pieces of a pineapple with sugar. So we are doing this for what? Is that to investigate of the effect of microorganisms? Can we identify something like that from them? Can we, Abhay? Can we identify? So what is the purpose of doing this? These steps?
Identify the effect of microorganisms.
Yes, but in these steps, keeping several pieces of fish in deep freezer, can we identify the activity of microorganisms by keeping them in the refrigerator? Can you?
Can't.
Yes. Why is that? These are some these three, second, third, and fourth are examples for some kind of other. Yes, Bhagya, can you tell me what is the functions that we are that the අපේ මොකද්ද මේකේ just our aim of doing these three, second one, third one, and fourth one?
Food preservation.
Preservation of food.
Food preservation methods. Okay, so we do this in order to keep this food in a good quality without the growth of these microorganisms for a bit of a long time. So food preservation means that we can keep this food for a long time without them getting exposed to these microorganisms. So there are some methods like traditional methods and modern methods of keeping them there. Okay, so some examples are salting, smoking, and this immersing in bee honey, drying, like that. Okay, and the modern methods are just the focus is that the controlling the water content in there. Okay, the main focus is that, so we use that temperature control and also drying methods, and also the concentration by canning, and also like that. Okay, so we can do by controlling temperature, controlling water, and by adding chemicals like preservatives. Okay, so these are the food preservation method. Some chemicals like benzoic acid is used in order to preserve this food. Okay, good, Vishmi, you are giving me the answers. So the answer is number one. That is the only activity, the place that we can see, observe the activity of microorganisms. Okay, so the next one, two other products which make in addition to carbon dioxide and water when incomplete combustion occurs. We talk in detail about this in the last the second seminar day. Okay, when complete combustion occurs, we know that the compound that undergoes this complete combustion, that result carbon dioxide gas and water. Sorry, difficult for you to write this. So carbon dioxide gas and water. Okay, but in an incomplete combustion, this results both these carbon dioxide and water, but instead of that, they produce carbon monoxide gas
and unburned carbon particles.
Yes, monoxide gas and carbon particles. Okay, so those particles and carbon monoxide gas remain in the environment. So the answer is the second answer. So what is the effect of these unburned carbon particles and this carbon monoxide gas on our health? Does anyone know? If you know, just raise your hand, okay? You know that in Bunsen flame, that if it gives a yellow color, that means that an incomplete combustion is occurring there. So when the complete combustion occurs, it gives a blue color. So does anyone know about the effect of this carbon monoxide and unburned carbon particles on our health? No one. Next shot. Litumi?
Getting milk of magnesia of reliever from the acidic of stomach.
Okay, dear. You talk about the method that we use for the neutralization of the acid which is produced at our stomach. Okay. This is just I'm asking about what effect, the health effect that occurs when this unburned carbon particles and carbon monoxide gas remain in the air.
Incomplete combustion.
Yes. This is the reason. This carbon monoxide gas is a toxic gas, okay? And the unburned carbon particles, they can remain in our atmosphere, and by our inhalation process, they can go into our respiratory system, and they can be harmful to our respiratory system. Both these gas and these unburned particles, they affect our respiratory system, okay? So the 15th one, which of the following is not an instant which indicates neutralization carried out domestically? You gave me the answer for the 15th question. So you are correct. That is the second question, second answer, getting milk of magnesia to relieve from the acidity in the stomach. Good. The 16th one, when a piece of chalk was placed on a red ink solution in the watch glass as shown in the figure, color is soaking up through the piece of chalk. The conclusion of the activity is that, what is the conclusion? Let's see.
The piece of chalk is discontinuous.
Yes. Who is talking? Who is that?
The chalk dissolves in ink.
Oh, my dear, before
Piece
it get
chalk is discontinuous.
The piece of chalk is discontinuous.
yes, good Bhagya. Neksha, before it get dissolved in water, the first thing that happens is uh, this colored water gets soaked by this chalk. So we can see this chalk getting this red color. Okay. So the answer for the question is the piece of chalk is discontinuous. The second answer. Okay. So the discontinuous nature of solid, to identify the discontinuous nature of solid, we are doing this practical. Okay, the next one, something interesting. 18, sorry, about 70, transpiration and guttation. So, what do you know about these two? What do
Both
you know
are
about these two?
present in plants.
Huh?
Both are the processes present in plants.
Yes, good. Both happen in plants. Okay. Okay, so both occurs in plants, and they do both of them do a same process. It's just giving of water by that the releasing water from the plant. Okay, two methods, but they are different. Okay, so in the transpiration, the water get evaporated as water vapor due to the in our daytime. So this help in order to keep the liquid column in our plant. Okay, so that it can keep our the nutrient and water flow in the plant, and also it gives some kind of strength to the stem. If you can remember about the Kudalu plant that we just examined in grade 7, we could have you could observe that we can see the okay. So in the transpiration, water releases in the form of liquid water. That's wrong, because it releases water in the form of water vapor. Water releases in the form of water vapor. This should be the other side. The guttation is as liquid water and transpiration as water vapor. Second one occurs during night. The same thing, this should be changed into this transpiration and guttation. Only water is released and water and salt are released. This is correct because in transpiration it only removes this water, and but in guttation at night this release water and the salts in the plant. Okay. When the humidity in the atmosphere is increased, the rate of transpiration is also increased. When the humidity of the atmosphere is high, it reduces the guttation. Okay, so here the difference in this is that in transpiration, if you can see, remember there's a practical that we carry out. Here we have attached part of the plant. We ශාකත්තක් මෙතන සවි කරලා we fill this with water and we add a bit of coconut oil to this, and we clamp this one This is a YouTube, coconut oil, plant. So we let them exposed to the environment. So with the time, we can see that this water level drops up. Okay, so because of that happened because when the transpiration take place, the water get removed as water vapor. Therefore, the plant lacks water, so the plant part absorb water from this water column. Therefore, the water level decreases from there. So we use this to find out about the transpiration. Okay, and when we talk about the guttation, it is happening through the effect of humidity for this is humidity. If we talk about the humidity, that means the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Okay, so when this get evaporated, they also come into the water vapor, become the water vapor in the atmosphere. So if the amount of the water vapor is high, that means the humidity is high. If the humidity is high, that means the amount of water vapor around this is high. So if that is there, this does not like to evaporate more water. Okay, power water making idea hai. So the amount of water inside this plant part is high. That means it remains the water vapor. So it's not absorbing water from there. So that therefore the transpiration transpiration decreases with the humidity. Okay, so at the night the humidity is as the plant removes water vapor a lot, the humidity is high even in the night. So though the humidity is since the humidity is high, plant part do not transpirate water as water vapor, but the plant do the process through guttation. Okay, so this is done through the from what they pass this water as this liquid water. What are the parts of the plant that they do this guttation? Guttation කරන්නේ මොන parts වලින්ද?
Leaves.
Yes, leaves. But we call that parts in a separate name. You have any idea?
Stomata.
Okay. The transpiration takes place mainly through those stomata. Okay. Stomata haraha tamai transpiration basically වෙන්නේ to upper layers of the cell, the membranes. Also this transpiration can happen up to a certain limit, but mainly through stomata. But this guttation process, there's a specific structures in those plants called hydrothodes. Okay, so this guttation takes place through these hydrothodes. This guttation can be highly seen in small, shorter plants like this Haberella, Anthurium, like those things. Okay, if you have an Anthurium plant, you can see there in some days there are some burns in the outer layer of their leaves. මේ outer layers වල පොඩි burns වගේක් තියෙනවා දැක්කලා ඇති. So that is happened due to this guttation process. Okay. So here only water is released, water and salts are released. This is the correct difference is the third one. And the transpiration, they say, when the humidity in the atmosphere is increased, rate of the transpiration is also increased. That is incorrect, as I discuss with you. If the humidity is high, that means the water vapor amount is very high in the atmosphere. Then the plant does not like to evaporate more water. Okay, so this is also wrong. So the answer is number 3. This 18 question, they have shown about the nervous system, and this activity is there in your book. So this shows the how quick that your brain works in order to our impulses. එහෙම රූල් එකක් අල්ලගෙන ඒක වෙන කෙනෙක්ට කියනවා අතාරින්න කියලා, then you have to grab that. Okay, so the time taken to grab that differ when the according to person. Okay, so මේක ඉක්මනටම අල්ල ගන්න කියන්නේ that person has a good impulse transmission rate. Okay, so where if you are quick, you can hold this at the මේකේ පහලින්ම පිට අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. That means the lower part, at the lower part we can grab this rule. The rule එකේ since is මේක අතෑරියාම අපිට මේ හරියම අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේ හරියම මේක මෙතනින් අතාරිනකොට අපිට පුළුවන් මේ හරියම අල්ල ගන්න if we are quick. Otherwise අපිට මේක fall වෙනවා. එතකොට අපි අල්ල ගන්න උස ටික ටික පහු වෙනවා if our impulse transmission speed is low. Okay, so here as given, impulse transmission speed of a student A is higher than the impulse, since the first one, the rule at the point 10 centimeter. පළවෙනි එක්කනට 10 centimeters වලින් අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා. අනිත් එක්කනට 15 centimeters වුණා. එක්කෙනෙක්ට පුළුවන් වුණාට Aට මෙතනින් Bට මෙතනින්. Okay, so that means that A has a higher impulse transmission rate. Okay, so the impulse transmission, yes, sorry, this is A has, yes, A 10 centimeter, yes, that is correct, B 15 centimeter. So the impulse transmission speed of student A is higher than the impulse transmission rate of B. So what is your answer? Litumi nada.
B has a more impulse transmission. The
B.
answer is impulse transmission speed of student B is higher than the impulse transmission speed of student A.
Okay. Good. Yasas, can you give your answer? See, he's talking about the time taken to this from here to here. Here the answer should be the number 1. Okay. Then the 19th one, some of the measures taken in disaster management are given below. First one, reforestation, planning agricultural activities with the view of conservation of water, digging pond ditches to drain water shown the slope without letting it soak into soil. So about the disaster management relating the drought. So if it's about drought, this number C is not applied. So, okay. So A and B are the answers. The answer should be number 2. Talking about the 20th one, you know there are 3 types of lightnings. So here A is cloud to earth lightning, that means cloud lightning, and B is earth lightning, and B is cloud lightning. B is cloud lightning, C is the air lightning. So the answer is earth, cloud, and air, the 4th one. Okay, so
Earth lighting, air lighting, cloud lighting.
yes, good. Okay, let's move on to our second part. Okay, so from here I'm just checking whether your answers are correct. Okay, so first one, name vertebrate groups which A and B belongs to. Who are they? A, Chitral, who are they?
Mammals. Next one, reptiles.
Yes. A is a deer, he is a mammalian, and B is a snake, so he is a reptile. Okay. Write the invertebrate group which butterfly belongs to.
Arthropoda.
Good. Arthropoda. Sandun Purna, the next question say, write 2 features of the vertebrate group which animal C belongs to. Animal C is a fish. Sandun?
Respiration through gills.
Yeah, good. You can
Have eyes without
Have
eyelids.
fins. Have fins.
Sorry, have fins. Good.
Fins.
My dear students, I
Have eyes without eyelids.
will give you the chance to answer the question, so don't disturb others. Okay, I will name someone to answer the question, so then we can answer. So everyone will get the chance. If you want to tell me something, just raise your hand. Okay. There is a Vatakeya plant associated with the pond. What is the specified root seen in these plants? Okay, Ranita, tell me. Ranita?
Respiratory root.
Okay, thank you for answering. Ranita, they are not respiratory roots, okay? They are still roots, okay? Because the respiratory roots are not in them. The respiratory roots are in the plants that grow above these trees like orchids. They are there, okay? So these has steel roots. Can Litumi tell me the function of these steel roots?
Teacher, can you tell the question again?
The function of steel roots.
Give additional support to the stem.
Good. Give additional support to the stem. Okay. So the name the animal which possesses external ears, lungs for breathing, and skin with sebaceous glands and hair. The question is for Yasas. Yasas. Not answering. I am just moving. Tisheli. Damsi. Yes.
Madam, mammalia.
Name the animal. Just the name of animal. Not the group. Who is that? A.
Deer.
Good. Deer. Deer kene. So, when a water sample from the pond was observed under lower power objective of light microscope, it was observed microorganism often changes its shape. Name this microorganism. Okay. Then again, the Damsi, Misalya. Seansa? Yes, Vishmi, your answer is good. Correct. It's okay, Piseli. Sekita? That is amoeba. Okay, since it's changing its shape, that should be amoeba. So then the environment around us can be categorized as matter and energy. Matter can be further divided into pure and substances and non-pure or mixtures. Okay. Name two types of energies in the environment. Raise your hand who can answer this question. Next, Shah. Yes, you have the, you can answer this. Next, Shah. Please don't waste your time. Only to me.
Kinetic energy, potential energy.
Good. Write an example for a mixture found in nature. Nature එකේ තියෙන mixture එකක් ගැන අපෙන් අහනවා. Sandul? අපි බැලුවොත් අපි වවට තියෙන soil, drinking water, air මේ හැම එකක්ම mixtures. Okay? Name a compound found abundantly in house. ගෙදර තියෙන compounds අපෙන් අහනවා. Okay? You know that we learned that we have them in our even in kitchen. Salt. Okay? That is a that has two elements combined to form this compound. Okay? And water is also a compound found abundantly in house. Okay? and glucose and carbon dioxide as in the air and nitrogen, hydrogen, all those are compounds. Okay, name compound, yes. Write the elements in the compound you mention in part A. Okay, so can someone tell me about this? Miuru? මියුරුට පුළුවන්ද කියන්න එක ආන්සෙක්කුයි ගෙදර තියෙන දේවල් වලින් එකකුයි the compounds that, so the elements that it has been made. ඔව් සඳුන්?
Hydrogen and oxygen.
Okay, what is the compound?
Water.
Water. Okay, water, elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, if we take glucose, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay, like that you can name them. Okay, write two physical properties of metal. Two physical properties of metal. Charita, Shehara. Yes, malleability.
Sonorous sound.
Sorry?
Sonorous sound.
Litumi. Be quick. Sonorous sound.
Shiny surface.
Huh?
Shiny surface.
Yes, shiny surface. Like that you have many more to write on this. A student crushed several yellow color large pieces into small pieces. What is this physical property of matter? What is this property?
Brittleness.
Good. Brittleness. Okay, we can separate compound by applying force into that. It turn into pieces. Okay. Particulate nature of three states of matter is given below. Identify and name these three states. Yeah, let's see. Who raised hands? Yasas, can you answer me? Oh, Seansa? Tinuli? Who is here? Yes, Rishmi is giving me answers, so I'm so happy about it and I'm keep doing that. The gas, A is gas, B is solid and C is liquid. Okay, which can be easily compressed from above A, B and C. It to me?
A, gas.
Yes, good. Gas. And then which is more suitable to make parts of machineries and vehicles, building materials and weapons out of A, B and C? Tinuli?
B.
Yes, Tinuli?
Also B, teacher.
Tinuli?
B.
Miuru, you have given the answer. B. Yes, B. That is solid because it's not easily can be compressed. So we can use that into make some parts that should have high that should not be brittle. Okay, brittleness cannot be there. So let's move on to the third question. Figure below is a longitudinal section of a human kidney. Okay, so name the area shown as A, which consists of lot of blood capillaries. Capillaries ගොඩක් තියෙන area එක මේ A කියන්නේ ඒක මොකක්ද කියලා අපෙන් අහනවා. What is that? You have been they have been marked all the other areas. So here the renal artery and the renal vein. Renal artery that take from these for the blood circulation and from to get over starting from and end up with the given area of A. Yes, Muru. That is renal cortex. Okay, good. So name 2 excretory products released from kidneys. Okay, don't just write like sweat and all because they are not getting produced from the kidney. Sorry, Sandun, you can talk.
What is the answer for question number 3, first question?
First question, that is renal cortex. Okay. So the excretory products, that is mainly there is urea, and that can be uric acid and other salts and water products. Okay. So you can write 2 from all them. Okay. Write as reason that affects for kidney stones. I talked about this earlier. Kidney stones are then reason ahana. So you know the first thing is not taking enough water. Okay, the sufficient water amount you have not been taking, and taking high salt food and supplements. Okay, and the other problem people have this, and starting from the kids, many are not passing urine after they leave home. Gathering gihilla, again they come back, they don't do this process. Okay, that is very harmful because keep holding that urine in our body is harmful for our kidneys. Okay, and what is the effect to the kidneys of using drugs for a long period of certain diseases? මොකද්ද මේකේ තියෙන bad effect එක?
Kidney failure.
Yeah, because kidneys get affected because when we take those medicines, kidneys have to filter these chemicals and pass them. So this has got the kidneys get a overwork. They have to overwork. Okay. So, and the residues from the chemicals that we take as medicine, are chemicals, so byproducts are there, so they also get accumulated in these kidneys while they get filtered. Filter in a process, they can get absorbed into these kidneys. So, this can especially lead to kidney failure. Okay. Do you know a common illness that directly affect our kidneys? Kidneys වලට ගොඩක් ලොකු damage එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන් disease එකක් තියෙනවා, and the medicine that we take for that disorder or the disease also has a high impact on the kidneys. Does anyone know that?
Kidney stone.
That is some kind of thing that happens due to the not taking adequate amount of water. I'm asking this kidney failure. Kidney failure එකට වැඩිපුරම හේතු වෙන මේ අපිට කියනවානේ drugs use කරාම Drugs here means also the drug that the medicine that we take for certain diseases, okay? Not just the drugs that you call as the other products that harm our body. Drugs ගන්නවා කියලා කියන දේ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. Okay? Here we also use the word drugs for the medicines that we take. Okay? So I'll tell you the answer especially for the diabetes. Okay? Diabetes වලට දෙන medicines වලට ඒවා කාලයක් use කරනකොට that leads to kidney failure also, and otherwise without even the drugs this kidney diseases are the one that we have to face at the end of having this diabetes for about 20 to 30 years. Okay, so we have to control the blood sugar level. B figure shows the way storing 2 bar magnets in a cupboard box. So you know we have to use a wooden strip between them. Okay, so which are used as A and B. A should be a soft iron and B should be a wooden strip. Okay. Yes, good. P, Q, R and S are poles of a magnet. Name poles introduced as P, Q, R, S. Okay. So you know that the same poles cannot be stored together. Okay. That destruct the magnetic poles of them. So we have to place them the either way. So if the P is the north pole, R should be the south pole and the Q2. Okay. P, R and Q should be the northern pole if the P and S are southern poles. Okay. So unlike poles should be sorry, Sandul.
What is the answer for B1?
A should be soft iron, B should be a wooden strip. Okay.
Please.
B is a wooden strip.
A
strap of wood. A should be soft iron.
Okay.
Then the third one, when a bar magnet is hung from the middle in a balanced way, north of the magnet directs to the north and south of the magnet directs to the true south. What is the reason for this? මේකට අපිට හේතුව අහනවා. Okay. The reason for this is what? Yes, Vishmi has given me the correct answer for that kidney failure. Yes, Vishmi, good. Because of the geomagnetism. Good, Neuro. Okay, due to the geomagnetism. Yes, let's move on to the fourth question. We have a question about steps of an activity carried out by a group of students are given below. First one, making a copper sulfate solution by adding copper sulfate crystals and water and mixing well. Second one, after putting a clean iron nail into copper sulfate solution, fixing a thermometer correctly as temperature of the solution is able to be measured. Okay, so we are asked, write 2 observations made from this activity. Okay, so observations දෙන්නලු මේ දෙකට. කවුද දැන් මට මේ දෙක කියන්නේ? Seansa? Shehara? No. Yes, Ishmi has given the answer. Temperature of the solution rises up. And the other one? Miuru, yes. Yes, this lead to me.
Copper is plated on iron nail.
Sorry.
Copper is plated on iron nail.
And about the first one, we're making the copper sulfate solution by adding copper sulfate crystals and water and mixing it well. What is the observation of that? So with the first one, you know that after mixing up the solution, it turns into blue color. We know about that. Okay, the copper sulfate crystals are blue in color. So when we dissolve it in water, it gets turn into blue color. And we put clean iron meal and the copper sulfate to the solution and fix a thermometer in there. So we observe the thermometer measurement rises up, and that's also correct that this the iron nail get the copper color. Okay, that it get inserted in the iron nail, and also we can see the color change. That means the blue color of that copper sulfate solution reduces. Okay, make it color reduce whenever. According to the observation made in above, which type of a reaction occurs inside the volume tube? What kind of a reaction happen? මොකද්ද මෙතන reaction එක? Yes, a chemical change. Okay, the chemical reaction එකක් මෙතනදී වෙනවා. Write the law of conservation of mass. Chamudi, can you answer me? Raise your hand. Ishmi, yes?
During chemical reactions, the total mass does not change. That means the mass is conserved.
Yes, good. So then the next one. Answer the questions given using the electric circuit below. Write the method of connecting voltmeter and the quantity measured by the voltmeter. Okay, so how we are just fixing them? I told you earlier, we have to fix them in a parallelly to the circuit. Okay, and the quantity that we measure is, what is that? What is the method? What is it? Voltage difference. First switch on and get the ammeter reading. Secondly, remove the permanent resistor and connect X and Y using a copper wire. Switch on and get the ammeter reading. Is there any difference in ammeter readings of above two instances? මේ දෙකේ වෙනසක් තියනවාද කියලා අහනවා. You know that copper is a very good conductor. Okay, අපි මේක conduct එකක් විදිහට අපේ connecting wires වලත් use කරනවා. Okay, so when we remove the permanent resistor means that it disturbs the iron flow. But the copper is, it's a conductor, so it supports the current flow. So ammeter reading increase when we remove the permanent magnet and connect a copper wire to that. Okay, what is the reason for that? Because the our resistance given by the permanent resistor decrease is not present now, so it helps the copper wire help the current flow. Okay, so the current flow is increased. So we can just write it like that. So here, the fifth question. Figure shows an apparatus arranged by a group of students to study a certain process. Name A, B, and C. Okay, what is this process? What is this process? Yes, sir. What is this process? For Anita? What is the process that we use this apparatus? Vishmi?
Yes, teacher.
මොකද්ද මෙතන අපි check කරන්න process එක dear?
Teacher, question එක ආයිමත් අහන්නකෝ.
Question number 5. මෙතන මේ තියෙන apparatus එකෙන් අපි මොකද්ද figure out කරන්න බලන මේ process එක?
Photosynthesis?
Yes, very good. Photosynthesis. So you know we use a aquatic plant for this. I just පොඩ්ඩක් මම මතක් කරන්නම්. So we use a glass funnel like this and put it in that way, and we take a boiling tube or test tube like this, and we fill this with water. Okay, we fill this with water and let it under the sunlight, and we add some hydrilla plants, aquatic plants for this. Okay, so first we fill this with water, so we have to make sure that no air bubbles is inside. Okay, so this is the apparatus that we make. So name A, B, and C. So the A is test tube or a boiling tube, and B is a beaker or a waterproof and waterproof. Okay, we can name no. Yes, that's okay. Then C is a glass funnel. Okay, what have been used as C? C D කියලා අපි use කරන්නේ aquatic plant එකක්. We can say that is hydrilla. What is the process occurring here? That is photosynthesis. And in which place this apparatus should be kept to occur above process more efficiently. More efficiently කරන්න, where can we put this? Ranit? Or Chitral? Yes, Vishmi. In a place with more sunlight. Okay. Okay, so under more sunlight, we can place that there. Then we can find that more efficiently this photosynthesis process is occurring. Mention one observation made after keeping this some time in that phase. What we can see? We can see that some air bubbles come from this funnel, and it's coming from the hydrilla plant, and the water level drops from the tube. Okay, the test tube or boiling tube. Which conclusion you make based on the above observations? So this is happening because the plant produces gas during this process. Okay, so which conclusion you may? Yes, write the word equation to show the process occurs here. මෙතන වෙන process එක අපිට ඔන්න ලියන්නලු. So we know that we have to write the carbon dioxide gas, acid, water that emits oxygen. Okay, so and what is being made? Someone please. Yes, us. The main product of this is glucose. And there should be another two things. There should be sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay. Okay. The life cycle of an insect is shown by the figure. So they have been asked what is meant by a life cycle. So life cycle, it's called the sequence of events and stages of a development of cyclic process. A living organism passes from its birth to the death, the whole process that they follow. Okay, each stages of this life cycle shows a morphological change. Which term is suitable to explain this life cycle? Okay, that is metamorphosis. Name A and B according to the above. A and B. A is a larval form and B is the pupa form. Name an insect which shows a life cycle as shown above. This can be found in butterfly and also in mosquito. Okay. Which name is used for the stage seen in life cycle of frog in addition to the two stages, adult frog and eggs? The stage that we can see apart from them apart from this A and B is the tadpole. Okay, tadpole kila stage එකක් තියෙනවා that we can see that. Okay, good wish me. Then two importance of studying life cycles of organisms. But we can do them from them. You know that we have a very big problem of the diseases that caused by mosquitoes. Dengue, Barawa and myriad are there. So we can stop and control these diseases through learning about them. So we can remove the chances of these stages. අපිට කියනවා mosquitoes ලා breed වෙන එක නවත්තන්න. We have to clean the places with clean water. That is where they lay eggs. So we have to remove them and keep our environment clean in order to get avoided from those diseases. And also we can do this by use this for pest controlling. Pest la, insects la. So they are also, we can stop their growth by just leaving them, not letting them have this cycle. We can just අපිට පුළුවන් යාලව control කරන්න by not letting them complete this cycle, especially in the breeding process. Okay, breeding process එකේදී මෙයාලව control කරන්න අපිට පහසුයි. Sensitive stages of life cycle should be identified for the conservation of biodiversity. What is the sensitive stage of fish? Fish ge sensitive stage එක අපෙන් අහනවා. So sensitive stage එක වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ eggs කියන case එක, because I also told you even in controlling the diseases and also those other test controlling methods, this is the easiest way that we can control their growth. Okay, so we have come to the final question. So here you can see an eclipse. Okay, so you can find that lunar eclipse and solar eclipse in your book. So here the figure shows the way of arranging three objects when a curious scene occurs in the sky. What is the incident shown here? So what is this? Yes, solar eclipse. Good. Name A and B. So if this is a solar eclipse, yes, Vishmi, can you tell me what are they?
A sun, B moon.
Yes, A sun, B moon, and C is our Earth. So then, which letter indicates the place where umbra occurs? කොහෙද හැදෙන්නේ මේක? You can keep answering.
X.
X, good. On which day this type of incident might be seen? Which type of a day?
New moon day.
Oh, full moon day. Okay. Is that in a full moon day, dear? So when the lunar eclipse happen? Yes, that should be new moon day. Okay. I heard it as full moon day. Good. When observing the sky, artificial objects can be seen in additional to the natural objects mentioned below. Okay. So name an artificial celestial body moving in western horizon after sunset. Yes, Abhilasha, can you give the answer in the chat? What is the artificial object? Yes, good. Artificial satellites. Then, yes, who is Sri Lankan scientist first presented views about these objects? Ishmi?
Sir Arthur C. Clarke.
Yes, good. Sir Arthur C. Clarke. Name first person who sent to space. Don't get it mixed up with the person who sent to moon. Okay? Who is the one who sent person to space? Who is that person?
Yuri Gagarin.
Yes, Yuri Gagarin. Write two constellations in zodiac which take the shape of animals. Animals lage shapes තියෙන constellations එකක් අහනවා zodiac එකේ තියෙන. You have many there.
Ursa Major, Canis Major.
Sir, dear, here they are asking the constellations in zodiac. So you have to be very keen in reading the questions, okay? Question එක හරියට read කරන එකෙන් you can get 2 marks more than that. If you can just know the answer, but you have to identify the question correctly. Then give the specific answer. Otherwise, you know the answer, but අපරාධය අපිට marks නැති වෙනවා. So, in zodiac, what are there?
Leo, Gemini.
Yes. Leo, Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, all them. Gemini. Yes, animals. Here they have asked about shapes of animals. So Gemini it represents twins. So it's better to write Pisces and this Taurus like that. Okay. So that's why I am telling you all others also who is watching this, please make sure now you are going to face your final examination. So we completed 3 seminars for your term test, aiming your term test. So make sure that you go through your lessons, especially the last lessons also, because some might have not done that. So make sure that you read the question paper well. First thing first, you have to read the question paper. Okay? Continue doing the first parts also. First selection questions, like that you have to put the find the correct answer. Even with doing them, hondata kiyawanna. Just underline the words that some are important. Like here, in zodiac, you have to consider that. Otherwise, your answer can be wrong. Okay. So you have to make sure that you read that well and figuring out the answer. And also in the second question paper, you have to read the questions, all the questions first. Okkoma questions tika kiyawanna. Then only you can select 5 among them. You can't keep writing for all the questions. You have to lay that purudu venna, you have to select the questions well. Okay, so you have to read them well, and then you have to find the easiest questions that you can answer correctly. Then after that, go one by one, and there also, before writing the answer, just don't just jump into the paper and just write. Just read that clearly, but by underlining the important parts, and then start writing. Okay, and just leave some time to go through the paper again and just check the answers. Okay, ගොඩාක් වෙලා හිත ඉන්න බා, don't waste time. You can go through that and just complete it. And if you have a question that it's difficult to answer, just leave it for a while and mark it that you have not answered, as it not that you have to answer that at the end, and go for the others. And after completing, you can complete the ones that you have left. Answer all the questions that you have chosen. Okay, so best of luck for your exam. So after your exam, I hope that you will join with me with the grade 9 class, the journey of science, with me. So best of luck for your exam, and within these days, just try to refresh your knowledge and the things about the units. So if you have missed some units, just read them and just try to go through them again. And I hope that you will get a good mark, even without not just the mark, the measurement. It's not the value only. If you are confident that you can take that paper, do that paper well, okay, and face that obstacle. This is like an obstacle. So, okay, that face that well and take a good mark and just come to our grade 9. That's a beautiful flow of units are there, so we can just enjoy those lessons. So in these 3 days, අපි මේ වගේ tightly pack වෙලා නැහැ මේ classes කරන්නේ. Within the time that in the first day I completed 4 lessons, second day I completed 4 lessons, and today I completed a whole paper. So this the subject will not be packed like this within this, and the class wouldn't be boring like this, because 4 hours we have to listen to this class. You have to listen to the class and I have to talk. So be ready for the class, and hope we will meet again. So best of luck again and face your exam well. Okay, I'm your teacher, Diana Veerakon. So goodbye and have a good time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, teacher.